Imagine a world where justice doesn't live in courtrooms anymore. It hides in the shadows, controlled by people no one has ever seen. That's the kind of world this story drops you into from the very first second. No long setup, no slow introduction, just tension, darkness, and a feeling that something big is already in motion before you even understand it. The film opens on a rainy night in a massive city. Everything feels calm on the surface, but there's this quiet uneasiness in the air. A powerful political figure walks out of a luxury building, surrounded by heavily armed security. It looks like a routine exit, until suddenly, everything goes dark. Within seconds, the guards start falling one by one, silently, almost surgically. There's no loud gunfight, no dramatic warning, just precision. By the time the lights come back, the target is gone. No chaos, no witnesses, just a strange symbol left behind. That moment alone sets the tone for the entire film. This isn't about heroes saving the day, this is about professionals who don't make mistakes. Then the story slows down just enough to introduce us to Jack Mercer. He's not your typical action hero. He's tired, disconnected, and clearly running from something in his past. You can tell he used to believe in something, maybe duty, maybe loyalty, but whatever that was, it broke him. Now he lives quietly, off the grid, trying to stay invisible. But of course, people like him don't just disappear. His past catches up when a government handler finds him and offers him a choice that isn't really a choice at all. Join them, or remain a target. That's when you realize something bigger is happening. Someone is hunting down people like Jack. As Jack gets pulled back into the world he tried to leave, we're introduced to the rest of the crew. And this is where the film really starts to build its identity. Each member feels dangerous in a different way. Not flashy, not exaggerated, just efficient. Raven, the sniper, barely speaks, but her presence alone creates tension. You get the sense she's seen things that changed her forever. Torque, on the other hand, is more unpredictable. He handles explosives like they're toys, but there's a controlled madness to him that makes you question how far he might go. Cypher is the brain, calm, focused, always 10 steps ahead digitally. And then there's Vera Kane, the leader. She doesn't try to be likable, and the film doesn't force it either. She's cold, strategic, and always thinking beyond what the others can see. You never fully understand her, and that mystery becomes one of the strongest parts of the story. What's interesting is that the team doesn't feel like a family, the way most action films try to show. There's no forced bonding or emotional speeches. These are people working together because they have to, not because they want to. That makes every interaction feel real and sometimes uncomfortable. Trust is limited, and that tension keeps building as the story moves forward. The main conflict starts to take shape when the team is sent after a shadowy organization known as Black Vault. This isn't just another criminal group. They operate beyond governments, beyond laws, and most importantly, beyond accountability. They don't just influence events, they control them. And now they've started eliminating anyone who could expose them, including former operatives like Jack. Suddenly, the mission becomes personal. As the crew begins tracking Black Vault, the film shifts into a mix of investigation and action. But what makes it stand out is how grounded everything feels. The action scenes aren't over the top for no reason. Every fight, every shot, every move has purpose. There's a sequence where the team infiltrates a high-security facility, and instead of loud explosions or dramatic slow motion, It's all about timing, coordination, and silence. It keeps you on edge because one mistake could ruin everything, and the film makes you feel that risk. As the story progresses, cracks start to appear within the team. Jack doesn't fully trust Vera. Raven seems to be hiding something. Torque's unpredictability starts becoming a liability. And Cypher, despite being the calmest, knows more than he lets on. This internal tension becomes just as important as the external threat. You're not just wondering if they'll complete the mission, you're wondering if they'll turn on each other first. Midway through the film, there's a major twist that changes everything. The crew discovers that Black Vault isn't just targeting operatives randomly. There's a deeper pattern, something connected to a past mission that went wrong years ago, the same mission that destroyed Jack's life. And the most shocking part? Someone on the inside might be connected to it. From that point on, the story becomes more than just a mission. It becomes a search for truth, and that truth starts tearing the team apart. The pacing here is handled really well. It doesn't rush the reveals, but it also doesn't drag them out. Every new piece of information raises the stakes. Every decision feels heavier than the last. And as the crew gets closer to the core of Black Vault, the danger becomes more personal. The final act takes everything and pushes it to the edge. The crew launches a full-scale assault on a hidden Black Vault base. This is where the film allows itself to go bigger in terms of action, but it still keeps that grounded feeling. It's not just about spectacle, it's about consequences. People get hurt, plans fail, nothing goes perfectly, and that unpredictability makes it far more engaging than a typical, perfect execution ending. Jack eventually confronts the truth about his past, and it's not what he expected. The betrayal runs deeper than he imagined, and it forces him to make a choice, not just about the mission, but about who he wants to be moving forward. That emotional layer adds weight to the climax, making it more than just another action finale. By the time the film ends, it doesn't try to neatly wrap everything up. There are answers, but there are also consequences. The team is no longer the same. Some bonds are broken, some truths can't be ignored, and the idea of the wrecking crew itself starts to feel different. It's no longer just a weapon, it's a question. Who controls it, and at what cost? Overall, the film stands out because it doesn't rely on cliches. It respects the audience enough to keep things subtle, to let tension build naturally, and to focus on characters just as much as action. The performances feel controlled and believable, the direction keeps everything tight and engaging, and the tone stays consistent from start to finish. If you're expecting a loud, exaggerated action movie, this might surprise you. But if you're looking for something darker, more grounded, and more character-driven, this delivers in a really strong way. It's not about saving the world, it's about surviving it. And in that world, no one walks away clean.